Welcome back. A few days ago, I played some of the July bots on chess.com. And I beat the first two as is normally expected, and then I lost to the third one, which is rated 1400. And today I decided to go back and try it again. It is Chesster, but then I noticed there was this Steve Aoki bot just above it, which I don't remember having seen before. I don't know how long it's been there. Also, I don't know who Steve Aoki is, so I just looked him up. Apparently he's a DJ, and his dad was the founder of some chain of Japanese restaurants that I'm pretty sure I've never eaten at. I've heard of them. I've heard of the restaurant, not the family. But anyway, it says it's rated 1000. I'm going to try this, let the computer choose the colors, and see how I do. And if I do okay, then I will play that Chesster or dinosaur bot again. I guess I have to go first. I'm getting tired of being beat by people when I play the English, so I'm going to go back to e4 and see what happens. I don't know what to play after that, but I guess the Vienna, it's something that I looked at several months ago, sometime last year maybe. Oh, I don't know what to do about that either. If I remember correctly, if my opponent gets the knight out over here, then I play f4, but I'm not going to play f4 now because they can check me with the queen. So I guess get this bishop out to b4, or sorry, c4. Are they going to come after it immediately? I have a lot of human opponents do that too. I'm not sure what to do about it. I guess I can put this pawn up here so if they do come after the bishop, I can drag it down. And then I guess get this knight out and castle. Let's get this knight out here and then castle. I'm not sure what to do with that pawn either. Oh, okay, well they just hopped in there. Okay, I'll take it, and then when they take with the pawn, I guess drop this back this way, and then when they come forward, take it with the... No, they didn't come forward. They want to trade bishops. I guess I'll take it, and then it gives them 3 center pawns, but then I'll take this one. I still want to castle here pretty soon. Oh, wow. Okay, they're just coming after me. I can go there, but then that's only really endangering the queen, which I assume they will move, but they don't have a check or anything, so then I could just trade for the bishop, maybe? I don't know. I'll pick up a pawn. Okay, I'm 2 pawns ahead now if I'm counting right. Yeah, they just did that. So I won't force them to move the king if I take the bishop because they can take with the queen. Also, that would leave this pawn undefended. I guess I can live with that. They can take this center pawn if they want to. They didn't. Okay, then I'll castle. And now I got to get my other bishop out. What's that doing? Oh, it's coming after this pawn. Well, I was about to move this one anyway and also aim this way. Okay, they ran away. Good job. I guess I could throw this pawn forward, but then they could just come in here and check. I'd have to move my king over. And if I move the bishop now, then that pawn's undefended. So let's see. Well, let's move this pawn forward so that they can't see my b pawn. Then I can move the bishop, although they're coming. Let's move the bishop so that it is developed, and it's also helping protect here. Oh, their king moved over just a little bit. Well, I don't know. That probably wasn't a good move. I'm going to put my queen over here. I'm not really aiming at that. I'm just kind of being funny. Oh, can I take it now? Then they'll move that knight someplace. Where would they move the knight? Oh, wherever they moved the knight, then I could just trade queens with them, I guess. Wait, what if I take that and they move this rook over protected by the knight? Then what do I do? I don't know. Maybe it's time to push this pawn forward like we talked about earlier because they can't check me here now. Oh, well, that was dumb on my part. Okay. Yikes. And now when I take their queen, they're going to take my bishop. Oh my goodness. I'm losing to a 1000 rated bot because I wasn't really paying attention to everything that's going on. Well, I've got to move the rook now, so I guess here they're going to go over there and threaten that rook. No, they didn't. Okay, then I'll take their knight. Thank you, Steve Aoki. Aoki? I'm not sure, but in my recent studies of Japanese, it would be Aoki. That's 3 letters in Japanese. But anyway, let's go ahead and take this open file, which they can challenge me, I guess. Oh, I'll check them and take a pawn then. Like this, and then see what they do. They did that. All right. Guess I could take it. Or I could push forward. And when they take, and I take, and they still can't push that pawn. Yeah, let's try that and see if they want to go this way. Oh, I like the purple there. That was kind of cool. I don't remember changing the colors of my squares here, but I guess I did. Let's see. Should I go over after this a pawn? I think that's okay. If they come down, I can take that. Oh, they want to trade rooks even though I'm 2 pawns ahead. I want to take an extra pawn first and then see if they didn't want to trade rooks now. Okay, well then I will come after this pawn, the b pawn. I think my king's guarding these squares, my pawn's guarding that square. I think I'm okay right now from that rook. Let's take the b pawn. As long as they keep letting me have pawns, I'll keep taking them. Let's see, if I go here, what are they going to do? Are they going to take me and then I'll take back? That seems fair. Let's do that. See if they want to take me. They might not. They might come after this pawn. Oh, they did take me. Okay, well then I have a passed pawn that's going to be difficult to protect. Oh, not now because I'm going to take this one. Think, okay. And maybe I should bring this back to maybe back here to guard this rank and then just start advancing pawns. Well, why'd they go over there? I'm guarding that one now. Let's advance this one and see if they want to come after it. They did. Should I protect it? But no, then I give up that one. Well, let's protect that one and let them have the... Oh, they didn't want it. Okay. Let's see. Should I move up now? Because that... No, they can't aim there yet because this square is defended. Okay, then I will get behind this one and push that pawn forward. And then I will go protect this pawn and push this pawn forward. Like so. Let's see, make sure I can get out. Yeah, I can get out. If they check me, I could just go out this way. Yes, let's get as close as we can. And then I'm willing to trade off the rook for that, I think. Let's see, let's just go ahead and get a head start here. If they want to take that pawn with their rook. No, they didn't. Well, then if I promote, will they take it? And then I would take, and then they would take. I'd be willing to do that and end up with these, 4 extra pawns. Let's just do that. Should I promote to a queen or a rook? If I promote to a queen, it's check. So they kind of have to take it. I'm happy with that. Probably not the best strategy, but it's going to have to work. And then I'll just get my king as close to the center as I can, like here. And then if they go after that rear pawn, they won't be able to catch the front one. So in the meantime, I'm just going to come over here and get this pawn. And this way. Okay, they're just going to hover around over there because they know if they go after my A pawn, then they can't catch the C pawn. Okay, and then I will put my king over here someplace and get this H pawn down. Okay, let's just move the H pawn. We'll promote over here. Oh, now they're going to go around for that A pawn. No, they're coming from a G pawn. Okay. What? Let's see. Make sure they will have a legal move once I check here. Once I promote. Oh, yeah, they'll have plenty of legal moves. Okay, let's go there and then see where they go. They went there, so let's go ahead and check. And check. I'll just move closer and closer to them until I hopefully get them trapped. Let's see. Check here. And maybe depending on where they go, I will just move closer and closer. And check. I know I don't have to check on all of these, but I'm basically trying to trap their king in a smaller box. I'm not checking here because they have legal moves. And then I will start bringing my king and trap them in a smaller and smaller box. Okay, we're going to trap them down here in the corner. And then bring my king and trap them on the back rank and bring my king. Which way are they going to go? Okay, it doesn't matter because I'll have checkmate right here. That took 67 moves. I probably did something really bad at some point. And it does look like the page is still missing the button that takes you straight to the analysis board. So I can't just analyze this game. At least it doesn't look like I can. But I can save it to my archive, which I forgot to do to a couple of games recently. So I can't learn much from that game since chess.com has removed the button to the free analysis board. So I don't know of a really easy other way to get there. So I'm going to go to the dinosaurs and play this Chesster bot that I lost to the other day. Let the computer choose the colors. It's going to give me white again. Again, I will start with E4. Oh, we got the Sicilian defense. Not very many bots play that. Or maybe this bot just plays the C pawn no matter what. It seems like when I played it the other day that it played the C pawn, but I can't remember. Several of the bots did, which was a little weird. I guess I'm just going to get my pieces out in castle and see. I don't have a lot of experience playing against the Sicilian defense because I don't usually play E4. Okay, that's a free pawn, right? Let's see, is there some sort of trap? Oh, wait, are we going to have the thing where I take it and they put the queen here, and then when I bring the knight back, then they can take this pawn with check? Is that it? Jalalabad, okay. Should I defend that pawn first and then take that pawn? I don't know. I'm going to get this knight out so that this pawn's defended, but now they can defend that. They didn't defend that pawn. Shouldn't they have put this knight over here on C6? I don't know. I'm going to take this free pawn. I think it's free. And then I'm going to bring this knight back. I don't think I should take that and double their pawns, but is that good? I don't want to give up a bishop for a knight, but it seems like them having doubled pawns on the A file would be good for me, but I don't know. I really don't know. So I'm going to be very conservative here and just get this out just a little bit. And then let's see, I was trying to figure out if they have a way to line up over here to checkmate me after I castle. So maybe I should wait to castle for just a second. Well, no, they can't while the knight is still there. Oh, I can fork their bishop and queen, but I can't hit that yet because they're knight. Okay, well then I'll take the knight and then I'll fork them, assuming they take back. Oh, now I can't fork them. Wow, why didn't I see that? Oh my goodness, and now I can't castle. Okay. All right. Is it too late to learn a different game? Like highlight or something? All right. I guess I will put this pawn here so that I can castle. What now? That can't be good, right? I'm going to castle and then maybe move this pawn. Do we need to stop that? I don't need to stop that if I play this, at least not right now. See if they want a queen trade. They did. Okay. I guess I should bring this back. Because if I trade, then that just helps them get this bishop back out. Or should I push another pawn and let them take me? Let's push another pawn, and I have now more pawns on light squares because I have a dark squared bishop. I think that's good. Where should I put the dark squared bishop? I don't know, but let's go ahead and keep putting pawns on light squares and then maybe get the, are they going in there? If so, I think I'll be okay because I have 2 pieces aimed there. Oh, well, earlier when I took the knight with my bishop, I thought, oh, I'll double their pawns, but I didn't. But now I think I actually would double their pawns, right? Wait, I don't have to take with my bishop. I can take with my knight because I have 2 pieces guarding that square. 8. Oh, and now I do have the fork. But it's probably, see, now I'm gun shy because I thought I had it earlier and nope, it was a bad idea. Let's trade the bishops and then I'll try for this fork. Check. And then I should get the rook here. Not for free. It'll be free immediate right now, but then I should probably have a hard time getting the knight out. No, they're going to let me get the knight out. Okay, well, I'll get the knight out then. I guess come here with it. I don't think I want them to take me and open this up, so I think I have to take them. But then that gives them this advanced pawn that I'm going to have a real hard time getting rid of. No, I would just go in here and then get rid. No, because their pawns, they would... Wait, no, they won't have a pawn here guarding it. So if I take them, they take me, then I get the knight out this way. I should be able to get that pawn. Okay, let's go there. This way. And they can't stop me from taking that, can they? No, that's not going to do it. Let's go ahead and take this. And now I can still put a knight over here. Okay. I think I'm doing okay. I'm going to get the knight back this way, and maybe I can start advancing some pawns. Not that one yet. Or this one, because it's guarding that one. Okay, is the rook? Wait, why did it just come up one? Shouldn't it have come over so that it would at least be pointed in the same direction as that bishop? I don't know. And also, I don't have to have all my pawns on light squares anymore because my dark squared bishop is gone. That didn't last very long, I don't think. If I come over here to g3, then I'm aimed at that pawn, but also aiming over here at f5, but not really aiming at anything. Actually, I mean, f5 would be aiming at their rook. I'm going to go back to my plan of pushing this pawn here. That way, if I want to move the center pawn, if I want to move the center pawn, now the bishop can't break through this. So I'm going to start pushing the center pawn, see how far I can get it. Okay, maybe I'll leave it there for a second. One problem with having 8 pawns left in the endgame is that I can't get my rooks through there. So I'm going to have to break something open. And I am pretty bad at deciding what should be broken open. But I'm getting better at seeing forks. Like this one, that's a check, and I'll pick up their rook. This bot is not playing as well as it did the other day, for sure. Well, I'll take that too, and now I'm aiming at that one. Okay. Yeah, this bot is falling apart today. It's a good thing I decided to play it again, although I don't feel really great about this because it's clear that the bot is just falling apart. It is failing. Okay, well, I want to keep these pawns lined up to keep their bishop from pointing over here by my king, but I also need to start moving pawns. I'm going to say this one over here, maybe. These two, my G and my H pawns are probably the ones I want to move. So this is not only a check, that's not why I moved it there. I moved it there to block that pawn, and it's defended. So now I can start moving my G and H pawns, and I can pretty easily get a rook behind them. Let's just go with both of them. If that comes forward, I'll take it this way. So let's just keep moving these 2 pawns. I don't even know if their bishop can get around there. Yeah, I'm going to take it this way. And now I've found a way through with my rooks. Let's see. Do I need to push those pawns? I probably do. Yeah, they can't stop that H pawn. I'm just going to keep pushing it. I'm just going to keep pushing it. And this is a check. And I didn't even have to use my A rook at all yet. Wait, okay, now we don't want to stalemate. Let's get some rooks up there. Let's start with this one. I want to bring it right here maybe. Yeah, because I'm going to have to let them move pawns here in a second. Let's see. What? Okay, I can take this pawn here on f6, which pins that one, but their bishop is free to move, and the other pawn is free to move. Okay, I'm going to try to check, remember to check on every turn whether or not they can move stuff. Well, maybe I should have left my A pawn there. I mean, my A rook there, so if they take this, I could take this, and then my A rook would have them in check. I'm going to let them go for just a second. I'm going to come after the bishop, and I'm going to take it. They can take with the king, and they do have plenty of legal moves, but I'm going to check them so I don't have to worry about them having legal moves if I'm checking them. I'm going to check them down here, and then I can, you know, bring rooks this way when I need to. But let's make sure they do have legal moves right now, so I'm going to take this pawn. That gives me a little bit more latitude with the queen, like say here, and then here. I'm still blocking my own rooks in. Okay, check, and then I'll bring a rook to where? Actually, you know what? Let's just check with the queen again, taking that pawn, then bring a rook, and then I think we're doing pretty good. I guess check here. There's probably a faster way of doing it. I'm just not sure what it is. And then check here. That was it because my pawn is guarding this square. That one went 53 moves, not as many moves as it took me to beat the Steve Aoki bot. But here I will run the game review just to make sure that I was ahead the whole time, which it felt like I was. All right, here it does show that I was ahead the entire time, but very early I made a mistake in the opening, so we'll check on that. I played like an 1850 and the bot played like a 750. This is a 1400 rated bot. Oh, you can't see that because it's behind my handsome face here, but I'm pretty sure last time it played above its rating range, which was like 16 or 1800, and easily defeated me, but this time it played really poorly. Although it says it only had one blunder. Let's switch over here to the move list. Oh yeah, we had some problems early in this game. Okay, so after I played knight to f3, their e5 was a mistake according to Stockfish, and I should have just taken it, really. Well, I've got to know, because I thought if I took this, they're going to do this. And then it says d4. But it says even if I move back, I'm fine, really, because I thought I would do this and they would just take here, but I would just block with my bishop and I'd be fine. I'd be up 1.5, even though we're even on material. They have a queen in the middle of the board. It's because after they got their knight out or whatever else they did, I would just castle. Okay, so I shouldn't have been worried about taking the free pawn. And so this is a miss here for me not taking it. Okay, I thought I talked myself out of it because of the queen possibility. That reminded me a little bit of the Petrov's defense. If they had never moved the c-pawn, but they had a knight here instead, if I take that free pawn, they put their queen here, and I bring my knight back, then they take my free pawn, and then I get my queen out, and they put their knight back, or something like that. I think that's how the Petrov's defense goes. Okay, so it was not great for me to get the other knight out at this point. We're back to even. But then the opponent blundered, and I should have now taken the free pawn. Okay, I did, though. This is where I took it, because now this pawn was defended, so I wasn't worried about my e-pawn, and that wasn't their best move. And again, d4. They would have taken, but then I would have taken on what? Wait, what? Okay, well, I told you I wasn't familiar with any of the variations of the Sicilian defense, especially from White's perspective. If I was playing from Black's perspective, I could, again, just look at it like the reverse English or something. But it says in this position, I should play d4, and I'm way ahead. They're going to take it. So they're threatening this knight and this knight, but I'm going to give this one away. Their best move is to take it, so now they're up 2 points of material. And then leave this knight hanging. My best move is to take this knight. They're not going to take it, it says. Really? Oh, they might. Okay, they're very close. They could take either the knight or the bishop. It's completely up to them. Oh, but if they take this knight, then I get their bishop. And then they wouldn't get mine? It says it's not their best move. Why wouldn't they take mine? Because I would check them and win their rook. Oh my. Well, that's like a 6 or 7 move variation there that I certainly was not able to see from this point. I thought I just needed to bring this back. But it says if I don't play d4, I should just take here now. Wait. Okay, so I just followed the variation out of me playing d4 first, and then them taking and then giving away the knight. But it says I can just give away the knight now and I'm still way ahead. It is still their best move to take it. Then it's my best move to take the knight, which they might take, or they might just leave it there. But it is their best move to take. Then I'm going to check on h5. Why wouldn't they block with the pawn? It says they won't block with the pawn. I'm pretty sure, oh no, if they blocked with the pawn, I would have this again. But what if they played their best move? King to e7 is their best move. I'm still way ahead, even though I'm down a little bit on material, but I'm only at plus 3.5 if I play e5 now, so they have to move the bishop back. No, they're not supposed to move that bishop. Why not? Okay. I don't know why they're not supposed to move that bishop. Their best move is bishop to b7 or king to f8. But why wouldn't they just drop this one back? Okay, it's not that much worse, but then I would play d4, and now they're not going to take it because of reasons Yeah, I'm not following this line perfectly because I don't understand why my opponent wouldn't do certain things. Again, I'm supposed to leave this knight hanging, check them with this bishop over here. I'm at almost +6, which they'll block with the knight. I will take it with the pawn, I assume. Yes, I will take it with the pawn. It will take back. I will leave the bishop hanging and check them with the knight on d5. They could come forward either way, but they can't go back. Wait, why couldn't they go back there? I mean, they probably can, but the computer says the computer would come forward. And then I would check on f4, and they would not take the knight, but my opponents probably would. Oh, no, they can't because the queen's guarding it. So they would move over, and then I don't take the bishop, leave my bishop here. Okay, but we are even on material now. Oh, I could take the bishop with the knight, but my best move is to long castle. And I'm still not sure how I'm up +6 because we're even on material. Yes, I've run their king into the middle of the board. I've developed a bunch of pieces. Now they're going to take my bishop. It's their best move. Am I supposed to take back this time? Yes. Now this time it is an only move to take back. They're going to try to hide their king. B7. I thought it said C7 for a second. But yeah, their best move is to go back here. Wait, doesn't that block in their bishop? Okay, but that's what it said. But I'm going to go ahead and check them here. Then they're going to go back. Then I get this pawn. And their best move is just A5 now. But I'm one pawn ahead. And I'm up +6. And I guess it's because I got a bunch of pieces out while their king ran away. So it's king safety? Is that all this is? And after they play A5, I'm going to play knight to E6, which is kind of tricky because the pawn is pinned, so they won't take it, but it is threatening their queen. But then I don't know what to do after that. Oh, it says they are going to take it. Oh, okay. I don't know why they would. Sorry. I got to keep going because I'm curious. That says that's their best move is to take it, but why wouldn't they just move the queen a little bit? I don't know. Here, maybe. Oh, because now I have mate in 4, starting with queen to B3, because they can't come over, so they have to block with the bishop. And then I'm going to check them on queen to G3, and they have to come over or play D6. But if they play D6, I just take it. But if they move over, then I have mate there. That's why they would have taken the knight with the pawn and let me take the queen with the rook. That's a really long variation to find out why I'm that far ahead. Okay, but back to what happened. I got the other knight out, and they played that, and I was way ahead if I had seen the things that I didn't see. I did see that. They got that out, and I should have left it there, but I brought it back. Then but I'm way ahead though. Sorry, even without the variation, I'm up +3 at this point, and I'm only up a pawn. Yeah, I had no idea. Up +2.5, but that wasn't great, and I should not have taken the knight now. Oh, but that's because, yeah, I messed up here. Okay, I understand why that's a mistake. I thought they had to take with the pawn here, but they don't. I should have done the fork first. That makes total sense. I should have done the fork first or played D4. So yeah, that didn't work because that. And I'm a little embarrassed that I didn't see it, but knight to D5 is not my best move now. It's just kind of okay. And they are supposed to pull that bishop back. So I was just barely ahead here. That was okay. It was a mistake for them to come up there. I thought it was weird. I didn't know that it was a mistake. Oh, I should have immediately challenged it with B3. Okay, well, I kind of thought about that, but I also wanted to castle. Is that bad? No, still up 2.5. H5 was not good in this situation. You never know when you see your opponent or Stockfish or, a bot play H5 or H4 if they're white. You never know. Is that the top Stockfish move? Because sometimes it is. But in this case, it wasn't. I should have played B3, but I played C3 instead. And trading queens was good for them, but I'm still ahead +2. So was I just way over here? I'm skipping ahead a little bit. I'm still up about +2 here. If they had just castled, but they played bishop to F6. Okay, me taking with the bishop was listed as a great move, but it's because I saw this. And I really hesitated here because I messed up with the other bishop taking that knight on A6, but I was correct. Okay, so it was better to take with the bishop, so they doubled the pawns, and then I get the fork. And I don't know why they went away. Shouldn't they have come toward me? King to D8. Yeah, that way I couldn't get out. But since they went that way, oh, it wasn't that much difference? Okay. Any other mistakes? Oh no, the entire rest of the game was played without mistakes. I'm just going to skip through real quick and see if I missed any mating sequences. All right, I just skipped through a bunch of these moves. It does look like me moving these pawns was a good idea, although it wasn't really fond of me helping with the G pawn. I thought at some point I might have to help my H pawn, but that turned out to not be true, although I'm not sure why they didn't at some point. Once I started moving my H pawn, I don't know why they didn't try to get over there. Anyway, that was my best move, but it says I have mate in 6, and as you saw here, I have, another nearly 20 moves. And what I should have done here probably was rook to c6 and then checkmated them over here, because it would have allowed them the pawn move in between. Okay, so yeah, I definitely missed a couple of things here. Yeah, I should have just come over, limiting what they can do, and then I would have had mate on the next turn. But failing that, after I did this, I should have just brought the rook down and checkmated. Okay, so I did miss a mating sequence here at the end, but it wasn't horrible, and I never really lost a mating sequence. I just kept delaying the ultimate checkmate. And then we went there and we went there. Okay. Well, I think it's obvious that the reason that I beat this Chesster bot this time was because it played really poorly in the opening, and I stayed at least ahead +2 for the, until it blundered away everything at some point. Whereas the last time I played it, it played well above its rating. But anyway, thank you for spending your time here. I'll see you next time.